Hello guys, welcome back to NFT Inspo. For today's video, we are going to show you or discuss with you how to use Looker Studio. So if you're interested, let's start the tutorial. So if you're not aware yet, Looker Studio is a great way for you to create your reports. So may it be from different sources, like for example, if you have an Excel file, a CSV file, or from a database that you have online, well, you'll be able to integrate that into Looker Studio and seamlessly create reports that you could share to your workers or co-workers. Now in this case, let's go ahead and start and create our account. Now in this case, I'm already in the lookerstudio.com website, and since I already have my account, it's going to use that as an account that I'll be using for Looker Studio. Now, once you are in here, if you click on the blank or create blank report here, there's going to be a pop-up wherein you need to answer a few things. Like for example, if you want to get marketing emails from them, just answer yes or no depending on your wants and needs. But I actually answered no for that because I don't want to receive emails. But if you want to go ahead and answer yes if you want to know more about Looker Studio. But for now, let's go ahead and create a blank report here. Let's go ahead and click on blank report. Now from here, it's going to create a new report here, and immediately we'll be able to import data here. So you need your data first before you could create your report. Or sorry, you need to add your data first before you are able to create your report. Now in this case, if you don't see this pop up here, you could easily go ahead and add your data. Just click on the add data at the top page here. Now, once you click on that, there are different sources that you could use. So currently there's the Looker connection here, the Google Analytics, Google Ads, Google Sheets, File Upload, App Sheet, BigQuery, and those are the default applications you could use to integrate here in Looker. Now, in this case, they have partner connectors as well. So, connector builds and supported by Looker Studio partners. So, meaning these aren't directly from Looker, but these are actually from partners themselves. So, they have Illumin, the Trade Desk, Funnel, and Facebook ads here, and Facebook ads itself. Now, they also have the option to build your own connector here if you want that, but in this case, just to make it a lot simpler for us, I'll be using a very basic one here. So by the way, if you're going to use the file upload here, like what I mentioned before, they have the option to use CSV or a comma separated value file. So meaning if you have that CSV file and you want to quickly create that report without having any problems, well, Looker here will be able to help you, or will be your best friend. Now in this case, let's just go ahead and choose Google Sheets here. And when you first access Google Sheet here, by the way, it's going to ask you permissions, or ask you permission to access your information or your account or your Google Sheets account. So just allow that, choose your account that you want to use, and from there we want to start adding our data. Now, in this case, it's going to immediately look for the available Google Sheets that I have right now. So I have these files here. As you can see, these are the files that I already have. Now, in this case, if you don't see, like for example, I want to use this data test file here. So I have it opened in another tab. As you can see, this is the data I want to use. So currently, they have the names here, the type of item that I have, and the location itself. And from here, we want to use this one. So let's just go back into Looker. So if you don't see that, you could go ahead and click on open from Google Drive here. And from here, you could go ahead and select your file here. So let's go ahead and select this one, click on select. And from here, we have different options. Like for example, if your Excel file here has multiple sheets, it's going to detect that. So go ahead and choose the appropriate worksheet, and you have options here. So you have the option to use the first row as headers, and you also have the include hidden and filtered cells. So if you want only the things or the columns that are visible here, you can go ahead and remove this option here that says includes the hidden and filtered cells. Also have the specific range here if you want to specify that, but I want to include all my data here. Now, once done, you could go and click on add at the bottom right, and it's going to add that data into our report. Now, in our report, there's going to be different things that we could do. So let's just click on add to report just to confirm. And as you can see, there's going to be immediately a table here that we could edit. Now in this case, this table here is going to be dynamic. As you can see, when I change the size itself, it's going to be dynamic itself. Now from here at the right side, we can change this table. Now, first is the data source. So data source is where the data is being dragged from. So since we added our file here, data says, this is going to be the data that we'll be using. But you could choose another data here, but yeah, we want to use this one for now. Now we also have the date range dimensions itself. So in this case, you go ahead and change that, but we want to keep it. And in this case, you have dimensions as well. So if you want to add another dimension here, you could go ahead. Like for example, you want to say units, and from here, it's going to add units here. But we want to only include regions here, and we also have the option to add metrics. So in this case, if you want to add a metric here, for example, we want to include the total here. So in this case, going to add the total here. And we also have other options like optional metrics and metric sliders if you want to add that. And in here we have the rows per page. It just determines the row per page here from the name itself. Now we also have the show summary row here. In this case, if you click on it, it's going to give you the grand total. So record count is going to be 43, total is going to be 19,600 something. Now we also have the sort here if you want to sort your values. We also have the secondary sort for those pesky organizations if you want that. We also have the default date range here, so it's going to be automatic, but you could go ahead and customize it, and from here you could choose the date itself. Now from here we also have further filters that we can add if you want to add that, and in this case once you added it here, you should be good. But in this case, if you want to add a different, like for example, elements here, you want to add a new chart, click on add a chart, and you could go ahead and add those. For example, we want to add a pie chart here just next to our table, and immediately, since this is the only data that we have, it's going to automatically adapt that data into that chart. If you click on it, there again, you will be able to change a few things like data, even the style of it. You can even change it. Like for example, you could go ahead and make it a donut if you want that. So if you want that, you can even make it a single color if you want to properly organize it. But yeah, so from here on, I think you should be good. So there's going to be a lot of things that you could do here in Looker, but the baseline here is Looker is a great tool for you to basically organize your data, create reports very quickly, and that's about it. So hopefully this video was able to help you. Like and subscribe to NFT Inspo. Thank you for watching.